Hi, I'm Kyla Scanlon, an economics commentator and an author. I'm happy to be partnering with Wealthfront on a video series covering macroeconomics. You've probably heard the word stagflation floating around a lot lately. It's one of those terms that sounds really scary, but a lot of people can't define it. So what is stagflation? The name explains a lot of it. It's stagnant inflation. You have a slow economy with high unemployment at the same time that you have high inflation. Economists used to think this was pretty much impossible, that you couldn't have inflation, which comes from a hot economy, and a slow economy at the same time. But the 1970s was when people realized you certainly could have this combination, and it could be deadly. Because the oil crises in 1973 and 1979 sent energy prices through the roof. Inflation hit double digits, like we're talking 12% in some years. But this wasn't inflation from people spending too much, which is good for the economy. This was inflation from a supply shock, something that hurts the economy. So instead of the economy booming, unemployment also spiked. People couldn't find jobs and everything cost more. For young workers, this was a brutal combination. Starting salaries couldn't keep up with rising costs. A generation that expected steady progress found themselves falling behind. So why are we talking about this now, over half a century later? A few reasons. Energy prices are volatile again, causing inflationary spikes. Supply chains are still fragile from the pandemic, and the economy is not growing like it used to. Some economists are worried that if inflation stays sticky from these high energy costs, we could see a repeat of the 1970s. The good news is we're not there yet. Unemployment is still relatively low, and while inflation has been elevated, it's manageable. Some recent indicators suggest inflation is getting worse, and the Federal Reserve would be in a tough spot to respond to stagflation. They can't really cut rates, but they also can't really raise them, complicating things even more. But if you're trying to build wealth during these uncertain times, here's what to know. Stagflation can't last forever, but these periods can reshape how you think about money. The 70s taught a generation that holding cash isn't always safe, but it also showed that diversified investments held over long time horizons tend to recover and grow. Economic uncertainty is very uncomfortable, but it's also normal. The best approach for long-term wealth building remains the same: consistent investing in diversified portfolios, regardless of what headlines are saying about stagflation or any other scary sounding economic term.